Friends, is yoga just a belief? Is meditation just a belief? Is Ayurveda just a belief from which all the masalas in Hindu kitchens have originated, the demand for which is increasing all over the world? Is that just a belief? No, friends. All these yoga, meditation, and Ayurveda, they are all good for the health of people. Can you deny that? You cannot deny. All the communities in the world are increasingly following yoga, meditation, and Ayurveda because they are beneficial for their health. Similarly, the other Vedic knowledge, the other Vedic sciences which are contained in our scriptures, they are not poetries, they are not beliefs, they are the set of truth which is beneficial for humans. And this includes the Sanskrit language, which is directly connected to human health, which is the formation of Sanskrit alphabets and concepts such as mantras, which directly affect your entire nervous system. And the nervous system is directly responsible for your health. So ancient Indian sciences which are contained in our scriptures, they are for the benefit of human physical health as well as mental health. But over centuries, these sciences have been pushed under the carpet as mere beliefs. So if yoga, meditation, and Ayurveda is just a belief, why is world increasingly accepting it for the benefit of their health? Don't accept it. But increasing populations in America, Canada, Europe, even other countries, China, they are adopting all these practices and they are finding all these practices very useful for their health. So friends, it is my appeal to especially the younger generation of India, who are the future of India, to not take any kind of ancient Indian knowledge and discard it in the face of the glitter of the Western world. Yes, the Western world has developed beautiful cities, beautiful countries, all that is good, but it is only because of their hard work and the money they looted or generated from their international trade in the past. But you cannot consider their culture to be superior to ours because you can see where all the Western countries are heading, even if they have huge financial standing in the world. Why are they struggling for their own economies? Tell me. Why is America into serious debt trap? Why are Europeans struggling to keep their economy alive? That includes UK, France, Germany. Yes, they have developed great technologies, but they developed it during those times when we were slaves, when India was slave. Do you know that Muslims divided India just once? But the British, they divided India 25 times by making different nations out of the entire ancient layout of India. They closed down 68,000 gurukuls which were there before the Britishers came to India. There was a gurukul in every village, but they closed it down because they didn't want India to prosper. They wanted India to become uneducated, and that is how India became uneducated. They looted 43 trillion pounds in those times from India, which led to 7 famines during their regime in India, the Britishers, and today you are running after them? Does it make any sense? Today they are trying to do everything. The recent phenomenon is cockroach to somehow bring down Modi government, and you're still running after them. So friends, think about these things. Do not think that everything is beautiful and very well in the West. I have moved around all over the world. I have seen the places. I have seen China. I have seen the Western countries, Europe, America. But the kind of life you will find in India, you will not find anywhere. This is a truth. So it is my appeal to the younger generation to think about their future. Do not think that if the West has said something, so that is science. But what Indian texts are saying, that is all stories. It's not that. It is the other way around. The Darwin story which they have been telling for 200 years to the entire world is actually only a belief. Although they have done tons of research trying to prove that it is a science. But it is just a belief. Modern scientific discoveries are now telling that Darwin's theory cannot explain life. Simply, life is so complex. The cell structure present in all the living beings is so complex that could not have developed through random chemical reactions. It has been proven that although the difference in the DNA of humans and chimpanzees is just 2%, yet the difference is such that it cannot happen on its own. Some power has done something to make this creation. So just don't run after West thinking that everything is very good and there's a lot of money and there's this and that. Everything is not ha ha ho ho. Friends, when you step into real life, it is something entirely different from the smiling faces shown you in the ads. The smiling faces going to foreign countries. The smiling faces traveling all over. The smiling faces driving big cars. Real life is far different from the ads and social media reels and all that. Today's young generation is very intelligent. This intelligence is increasing generation by generation. Today's young generation is very intelligent. There is no doubt. Every young man has a diamond brain. Yes, everybody has a supercomputer here. But that diamond is covered with the dust. So the shine has gone. The shine is not there. So what happens when you polish the diamond? It starts to shine. But how do you polish the diamond? The diamond of your brain? It is by understanding the truths, the real science of human life, of human consciousness, of human intelligence, of existence of one almighty God, which has a scientific basis in our scriptures. And nobody can deny it. I challenge anybody to deny it. Nobody can deny it. Because today's entire scientific knowledge and physics and entire branches of sciences are based upon those discoveries. And they are true. It's not that everything that the West has done is not good. Yes, there's a lot of research. There's no doubt. But still, they don't understand life. Why? So when you go to our website, umakailash.org, you will get an insight into that enormous amount of knowledge which we have tried to condense into few website pages, about 50. But this knowledge is enormous. But for an introduction, you can go and see the website. So by just reading 2 essays I have given on the website, you will be able to get an idea how scientifically advanced the concepts are in ancient Hindu texts. And these are not vibrations and energies. There's something highly advanced, which especially the students of science will be amazed to know. Why nobody has been able to discover all these till now? Because most of our scriptures were translated into simple Hindi language by Sanskrit scholars, not by the scientists. But I am a qualified engineer. I understand science. I have a dual degree in electrical and electronics engineering. I understand science. I can understand what a scientist is speaking. And I have done research. I have done research on more than 650 scriptures over 50 years. It has been my passion. And today I am able to bring out a crux of this knowledge which has never been brought up by any Indian scientist. Never. These are such astonishing concepts. You can go to the links given below and just have a glimpse at the science of Hindu Tithi Vigyan, the Hindu calendar. It is at least 1,000 times more advanced to the Western system of calendar. You will be amazed how scientific and advanced it is. And it shows how we all human beings are connected to the entire universe. Just one video. You have a look at the video. You will know how we are connected to the entire universe. Each and every human being. So friends, once again, don't just discard the Hindu scriptural sciences because no one understood, so they were discarded as stories, poetries. But now you, the young generation, have that capacity to understand it. You can see the other videos on YouTube. You are wasting hours and hours on social media. If at the end of the day you just calculate how many hours you have spent and how much out of that was productive, you will be astonished to know that the productivity has been zero day after day, day after day. So how many hours are being wasted on zero productivity? The same time, if you spend on understanding your own life through Hindu scriptures, not only the dust from your diamond brain will be removed, but you will be able to access enormous knowledge. Don't wait for some Western scientists. Don't wait for their approval. Don't wait for their signature. First of all, they will never reach that knowledge because this knowledge can only be reached if a person has devotion in mind. And the West, with its present beliefs and ego, they will take more than 200 years to reach those conclusions. And if the ego doesn't go, then they will never be able to understand what is given in our scriptures. Friends, do take a note of this, and what I am saying, take it seriously. And don't just discard Hindu systems, Hindu scriptures as beliefs, because they are the real truth. Thank you, friends.